Is intermittent fasting the perfect diet plan? Nope. Perfection is a myth, okay? There is no such thing as the perfect diet. Because let's imagine, what would the perfect diet be? I would imagine it would be effortless and immediate. Like, you could just wake up tomorrow at the perfect ideal weight and you could eat whatever you want. But the thing is, that doesn't exist. So what we're left with is trying to find the good enough plan, right? And so the thing is, there are so many different plans to pick from. Really, probably every single plan works as long as you stick with it. And that's the key for me, is finding the thing that you're going to stick with over the long haul. Even when you find a plan that works for you, you're going to be constantly faced with the temptation to switch your plan and go for that other plan that you see somebody else doing that's giving them better, faster results. I still struggle with this, even though I've lost 65 pounds, I've kept it off, and I'm maintaining it, and I'm even still losing, but I still get tempted. I'll see somebody else who dropped like 8 pounds in a week, and it's like, whoa, what are they doing? And I'll look at it, but I don't switch my plan, and here's why. Back at the end of 2015, I made a decision. I'm only going to do those things, eating-wise, that I can foresee sticking with for the rest of my life. So whenever any other plan comes along and I see somebody having success, I ask myself, could I do that plan for the rest of my life? And if the answer is no, then I just don't even look at that plan anymore. And so far, I haven't seen any other plans that I can foresee myself sticking with over the long term. So in case you're looking for the right plan and you're trying to figure out your good enough plan, I'll walk you through how I picked my plan. So I sat down and I asked myself, and this is a Tim Ferriss question, it's, what would this look like if it were easy? So what would weight loss look like if it were easy? Like, what would my diet look like? And so I tried to be very honest with myself and very realistic and not too optimistic. So here are some things that I came up with. First, I knew that I love big portions. Like, I love to sit down to a big meal. Small little meals, like 6 small meals a day, it just leaves me feeling deprived. I never feel like I really ate a lot, so I just don't like that plan. Another thing that I thought, man, that'd be really easy would be if I could just eat anything I wanted, like no restrictions on the actual foods, like no having to buy low fat or low carb or anything like that, just regular food, no restrictions. I wanted to be able to eat the same food my family was eating at night. And the last thing I decided was I was okay with slower progress if it meant that I could keep it off. And so after I had those things all in my mind, I kind of looked around and I saw intermittent fasting, for me, that checked all the boxes. I could eat whatever I wanted. All I had to limit was the times that I ate, not what I ate. But for you, it might be totally different. Sit down and really be honest with yourself. What are the ideal things? Like, you really want to be able to, eat these certain things, or you're okay with small meals, or you're okay with all meat or all vegetable or whatever, and really sit down and find that ideal thing that looks really easy to you, and think in terms of good enough. Okay, just good enough for you. And remember, there's no perfect plan. Also, when you're sitting down and you're writing out your perfect plan, it's also helpful to look back. If you've lost weight in the past, been successful with it, but then put it back on, ask yourself, why is it that you stopped eating that way before? Is it, was it too hard to stick with over the long term? And then try not to make those same mistakes again. So I'm curious to know, what kind of plans have you done in the past that you have really been able to stick with over the long term? Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below.